Hey, doll.
Hey, Rosebud.
How are you?
I'm good. Brace yourself for the hidden verses. We're diving into tracks 7 through 9 of Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl, what she's actually saying about love, friendship, and the spotlight, and what that can mean for your relationships, your friendships, your marriage, or even your own life.
Yeah.
And to the Do We Have to crew, welcome to another episode of Do We Have to, a marriage podcast. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Emily.
It's a Not Actual Family Studios production. Executive producer, Colin Schmedium Maskell.
Absolutely.
And again, guys, like I mentioned, we have a wonderful, wonderful show today. We're going to hit you with 3 segments, our wonderful 90s nostalgia. We'll be right back to it for the weeks of November 9th through November 15th. We're going to get deep, and we're going to be expanding upon that Get Deep game of Let's Get Deep by Relatable. And we're going to be doing not only a relationship card, but we're also going to be pulling a family card for Emily and I to answer.
Yeah.
And then, of course, our main event, diving back into Taylor Swift's Life of a Showgirl album, tracks 7, 8, and 9, which are the, what is it, Wood? No, I'm not doing this right. Sorry, Extra Romantic, Wish List, and Wood.
Yeah.
And one of these are my favorite.
One of these are my favorite.
Okay. All right. So stay tuned. Do We Have to crew? And thank you again so much for joining. You can reach us or see us, like, share, subscribe, youtube.com/@ Do We Have to, a marriage podcast. We're also available on any major podcast app, or you can go to dowehavето.com for access to our archives and updates on everything that's going on with the show.
Yeah.
So, Em.
Yeah.
Weekend.
I know. It was a lot.
Emily and I have been through it this week. So if anybody's had a rough weekend from a marriage perspective, or I don't even know why I said marriage perspective. We're married, so everything is from a marriage perspective. But if anybody had a rough weekend this week, Papa Ron had to go back in the hospital, unfortunately. So we were running around doing all of that, and life was happening. Seamus had a semifinal playoff football game. Mm-hmm. Go Raiders. They took down the Wolverines, and now they will be playing in the Super Bowl this upcoming weekend. But we were running around doing sports, taking care of Papa Ron, and we were also preparing for Papa Ron's 70th birthday and my 41st birthday, which is shared on the same day, or I should say I share it with him.
I love that you guys do that. Well, it's not like you really had a choice.
We don't have a choice. It's it's the same day.
I love that you guys were born on the same day.
I do too. I think it's a really cool thing. You know, when I was growing up, I didn't think anything of it. And then you start going to school and you realize how unique of a thing that is and what the actual mathematical chances are. Math, shout out Uncle Jeff. Very much one of my favorite things now. It's kind of funny how full circle it is, though, too, is we were getting ready to celebrate the birthday on Monday when we got Papa Ron home from the hospital. In my mind, I was telling the kids, I was like, don't worry about me. I don't want the focus to be on me. Let's focus on Papa Ron. It's his 70th birthday. And let's just make sure it's a special one for him. And I'm sure when I was growing up as a kid, is like we would share our birthday together. We would do cake and stuff. But Dad was always like, hey, let's focus on Sean. It's Sean's birthday. It's not my birthday. Yeah. It's kind of funny how full circle that goes. Yeah. And Dad's a retired Marine, 20 plus years. He fully retired as a Marine, served our country, was all over the world on embassy duty. Even got it was so cool. And I know you listened to it. They 96.5 The Fan, which is Kansas City's main sports station that's on FM radio. They are the main station. They're a representative radio station for the Kansas City Royals, Kansas City Chiefs. And Dad, myself, and Emily begrudgingly listen to the Fesco and Dusty show usually every morning, or when we're out and about, we listen to 96.5, especially when we're taking Papa Ron back and forth for appointments and stuff. And they had a shout out veterans opportunity where you could just call in and shout out a veteran. And I was able to get on, and I was able to shout out Dad. Yeah. And talk about...
You were like, we listen every time we go to the hospital.
I kind of thought they would laugh at that, but they didn't say anything.
No, that kind of brought it down.
Yeah, no, there's a quick little shot in. I was kind of expecting to chuckle a little bit, but no, yeah, it was an awesome opportunity, and I'm very appreciative, and shout out to 96.5 The Fan for allowing me to call in and profess my love for my father, who is one of my heroes. And happy birthday, Dad. I love you very much, and hopefully we are celebrating many more of these years come. Yeah. Yeah.
It's also, you guys celebrate your birthday the same day the Marines do, which was really cool because he hit 70 and they hit 250. So I don't know. It's pretty cool that you guys have that.
Yeah. And I'm so glad you mentioned that. I don't know how I left that out. But yes. Yeah. Marines celebrated 250th. And that was always something we shared as a kid. They even wrote an article about it when we were living on the New River base in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Did they really?
About
your dad's birthday and your birthday?
In his boxes somewhere. It's a small article. It's like yay tall. And it's my birthday too was the name of the article, but it was celebrating the Marine Corps' birthday and then me and dad celebrating birthday together.
That's really fun.
They ask him questions about like, what do you think he'll be like in the future? You know, I was like 9 or 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, he's starting to play football and all this. It's just a, I don't know. I will say that relationships are never perfect. I think we as younger, the younger generation, if you're dealing with the older generation like your parents, I think we always have this mindset that we think we could have done better or things could have been done a better way.
Absolutely.
And I think everybody just does the best with what they have and how they were brought up. And, I heard the best quote the other day was, when you grow up as kids, you first idolize your parents, then you villainize them, then you empathize with them.
Yep.
And I very much have gotten through all those stages, and I'm very appreciative that we have the time that we've had with Dad. I'm very appreciative he's living with us, and I'm just glad that I have the relationship that I do. But if anybody doesn't have that or wants that with their parents, I mean, we all have time, and I highly recommend you stop worrying about what the other person's doing, is control what you can control, and if that results in having a positive relationship with your parent, go do it. It's life's short.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But one thing Papa Ron loves as much as I do?
Trivia.
90s nostalgia.
Oh.
That's true. He does like trivia too. But although it's sometimes hard to get him to play Trivial Pursuit, but when we have game night on Saturdays. But he does love 90s nostalgia. And that's what we give you every single week on the Do We Have To podcast. Emily and I are babies of the 80s. We're children of the 90s. We grew up with, Pogs, Clear Pepsi, CD-ROMs, gateway computers, dial-up internet,
cassette,
Beanie Babies, cassette tapes, everything and anything you can think of. We have been through it, and we miss it dearly. And that's why we enjoy talking about it every day. Yeah. And this week, we're going to be going over the dates of November 9th through the 15th. And we're going to be talking about major events, things that happen. We, like I mentioned, every week on this show, again, youtube.com/@Do-We-Have-To, a marriage podcast, for going to any of our archives and seeing all of our 90s nostalgia moments that we've been doing almost since the beginning of the show. So let's start first here. Let's go with 1994. November 9th, first PlayStation was released in Japan.
Nice.
September 1994 in Japan, November in North America. So the first one was released in North America, which that's obviously what matters because we live in the United States. So it revolutionized home gaming and expectations of entertainment, right?
Our son has a PlayStation.
Well, I was about to say is like, so from a life perspective, right? We're a marriage podcast. You start seeing at this time how electronics is really going to not invade the home like in a negative way, but it is going to invade the home. And it's something we all as human beings have to then take in, integrate, and then adjust. Yeah. And I think,
when you guys start playing on your play box thingies, I just start reading it. Well, we have like 3 or 4 different kinds. Like there's three. There's the
PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch.
There you go. Yeah. So it's just a play box. Like that's like I don't know which one goes where or what does hard. What, but
they all have names.
It's just a play box.
Okay.
So. Yeah. Sure.
But what I was saying is that, you have these things and now 20 years later, you're getting a lot more information on how video games can affect people. I mean, it can affect your own marriage. You know what I mean? If you're not healthily integrating these things and making sure they're a part of the positive part of your day-to-day lives, and there's something that's taken away from things that are productive or allow you to grow, well, that's a problem. And I do think that's a struggle we all have as married couples, parents, relationships. I think that can get out of balance. Yeah. And I feel like that's a struggle for us every day. But I will say I have some great memories of fucking PlayStation. I fucks with PlayStation a lot. Game Day 97 was one of the first games I owned. Football. The first Resident Evil. Oh, God. Crash Bandicoot. Holy shit. If I could go back right now and play, I could come back here and everything's the same, I would do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. Yeah. November 11th, obviously.
We talked about that.
What's that?
We've already talked about it, that it's the Veterans Remembrance Day.
Well, I know we mentioned it because of Papa Ron, but just want to make sure again, hey, you know, whether we're in the 90s, we were celebrating, 230 years, going into the 230 mark. And thank you again for all the veterans who served our country. And, you know, it's weird because, you know, military service sometimes is so politicized in the sense of like military support can only be from one part, or it seems like it's one party and then the other party doesn't like it. I just don't agree with it. The thing is that a young human being, mostly a young human being, that, and if you think back to when you're 18 or 17, the decision to do something that could end result in the end of your life, and you make that choice, whether the expectation is that'll happen or not, the fact is you're making a choice that puts you potentially in harm's way. For what still is a pretty limited amount of pay, there's great benefits, but again, you know, it's a huge sacrifice. And I don't think, I say this as a Democrat, I don't think we appreciate that all enough collectively as a country. And unfortunately, our politicians use it as, you know, political posturing. And I think that creates a negative response to the people that serve in our military. If you have a problem with what the military ends up doing, that's politicians. That's the people that are in charge strategically. There isn't just Joe Schmo that are in the military that are making these decisions to go and invade these countries or support specific countries. They're doing their job and they're putting their lives on the line. And I think we all need to be appreciative of that. Mm-hmm. Just like we are of teachers and policemen and firemen and anybody who actively, knowingly does a job that potentially puts them in harm's way and does it anyway. It's an amazing thing, and they're all heroes. That's it? That's all you got?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Emily's tired of talking about veterans. All right. November 13th, 1995, the first ever eBay auction started. Oh. The company was founded in September of 95 that year, but early auctions started in November. So nice. I think that's awesome. Wait, dude, I don't remember.
The day before, in the same year, the first website was dedicated to selling books. It wasn't Amazon. I don't know what the name was, but Amazon didn't launch until July.
What do you mean?
What was it?
No, it says the first... Are you not reading? First off, you jumped. I don't like that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Number one right now, you're going off script. Not a fan of that.
Sorry.
No, it says the first website to dedicating selling books online, Amazon, launched in July 1985, but by November... That's when it was getting actual national press.
So it was Amazon.
Yes, honey.
My bad.
It's okay. But yeah. So you see eBay and also Amazon happening. It's interesting. You know, this tech bubble starts going up. Internet starts becoming more of a thing. Online e-commerce transactions start happening more regularly. And look at these companies that are still not only are still around today, but very prevalent. You know, from a collector standpoint, or finding things that are potentially of value. eBay's one, and then Amazon is like anything and everything. You know, back then, obviously just selling books, but now they sell everything, groceries.
90% of our home came from Amazon.
I believe that. I don't think that much, but 95% of everything that comes mailed to us every day, I would say is Amazon.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing that those things started off back when we were 10, 11 years old.
Probably.
10 or 8.
I mean, I didn't even realize that Amazon probably existed back then.
Yeah. Yeah. When they were all they worried about was books.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an interesting thing because that's where you just start seeing that online shift, right? And again, does that have an effect on how we interact with each other and how we are in relationships? Absolutely. And you start seeing that back then, and we have to start adjusting for it now. We really are now because it's around everyday life. But you can see these are things that, I don't know how you, as a married couple with the day-to-day stuff, or just to couples in general, families in general, you see something that's starting to become a new trend, and like whether it becomes a huge thing or not 30 years later, I don't know how you figure that out, much less come up with a strategy to deal with it. So here we are. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Amazon, you know what we picked up from Amazon last week?
What's that?
The family version of Let's Get Deep.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we did. Is there a reason why you're like hurrying me along and skipping over stuff on my segment?
Well, because we're done.
No, we're not. November, you skipped over talking about Amazon. But there's actually November 15th in 1987, which is my mother's favorite movie that you're just so nonchalantly skipping over. The film Titanic was still riding a major wave. It was released in December, but that was when like the big press tour was happening, was in November. So it was getting huge amount of press and information was happening. And like I said, I mean, it's an epic love story. You want to talk about people, we want to talk about marriage. I mean, you know, Jack and, you know, if she hadn't just pushed him off that, if she hadn't pushed him off that furniture, they'd be a happily married couple.
It's been 80.
It's been 83 years.
She had plenty of room on that door.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I'm waiting for a text or Emily to text me back or call me back, I'll send that.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
That message of the lady saying it's been this many years. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. So thank you so much for Titanic. Okay. Yeah. So now, I mean, now that we've gotten fully deep in the 90s.
I'm sorry.
Emily just, I don't know why, but she decided today, post-birthday, I guess my birthday week is over. She decided to shit all over my segment. Now we're going to go into her segment, which she is obviously very excited to do, which is our Let's Get Deep segment by Relatable.
Yeah.
There's multiple versions of the game. We're going to play 2 of them today, which is a family one and a relationship one.
Yep.
You can get these at Amazon, Target, any major retailer. They've been also shown on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And there's multiple types of cards. I don't know about the family one, Em. I'm an expert on the relationship one. There's Icebreaker, Deep, and Deeper. On the family one, same thing? Okay.
And then family has activity too.
Okay, so and today we're going to do what kind of card for both?
We're doing an icebreaker for the family a deeper card for Let's Get Deep couples version.
Okay, so which one do you want to do first?
I want to do the family one.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so the icebreaker for family is name a food that everyone in your family loves that you dislike. Mine will probably... Ooh, I don't know. A lot of you guys like
where
sushi.
I'm a stick in the mud?
And like fish, and I really don't like.
But the girls don't all like that.
No.
I don't know. I feel like we kind of tend to, even though we have some stragglers or some, you know, individual defiance on food, I think for the most part we kind of all eat like the same things. Because what we do as a family, we've actually just really started getting this integrated into our weekly. But we started having theme nights. You know, we have 3 children. It's me and Emily. We take our Papa on and we have 3 dogs. And then we're running around doing stuff. So what we decided was, for the sake of sanity when grocery shopping, as well as, and it's something I did when I was a kid, or my parents, I shouldn't say I did, my parents did. But we just had theme nights where every week we were doing something, you know. So now we're doing a chili night. We do a taco night, right? We do a pasta night, soup and sandwich.
Like chili or soup, yeah.
And so I will say, I think that for the most part, we all eat the same stuff. I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Hot dogs. I cannot stand hot dogs, and you guys eat them.
Yeah, that's okay. There you go. I just don't know if I have one, though, that you guys like that I don't.
You're like a garbage disposal. You'll eat everything.
It's a really hurtful way of describing that, but I do like most foods. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seamus,
did I do something to upset you today?
No, I've always said that about you and
that
Seamus.
I'm a garbage disposal?
Like, you guys just eat everything. Like, there's nothing that you guys don't like.
Sure.
I'm not meaning it meanly.
Was my dream of marriage just one day be called a garbage disposal?
Oh, but, honey, I didn't mean it meanly.
No, you're good. We're all good. I'm just giving you a hard time. But no, yeah, Seamus and I, we like everything. So I really don't have anything in that. I am thankful, though, that we don't have that. I've seen it where there's stubborn eaters that, like, the dinner table has to revolve around those people. I would highly recommend don't be that person, number one. But number 2, don't model your home and your nutrition around that person either. I mean, you gotta get healthy things in. You gotta get things.
Well, or just like make sure that they have like a healthy option. You know, like if they don't like something. I mean, there's so many other issues besides not liking it. It could be a texture thing. It could be a flavor or a smell thing. Like,
I think us as parents, this generation, are insanely guilty of allowing there to be too much a la carte happening with food. And I say that because I feel like we were. And now we have a battle sometimes. We did it a lot
just to avoid a meltdown. So
yeah, I know, but that's not okay. Like when we were kids, it was like, you get this, and if you don't fucking like it, you're not going to get food. You know what I mean? Because you've gotten the food. We're doing our obligation. The obligation is to feed and clothe you and support you. it isn't to be a cafeteria. And I think sometimes these kids, I don't think we're doing a good job supporting this level of entitlement where they feel like somebody should just cook for them whatever they want. And they're like, no, it's chili night. We're going to eat chili. If you don't want chili, hey, I'm sure I'll get beat up for this, but you ain't that hungry. You know what I mean? Like it's good. It's got vegetables. It's got meat in there for you. If you make it the right way, it's good for you. And, like you're going to be around, and again, relationships, you're going to be around people where they want to eat something that you're not a super big fan of. Fucking figure it out. Just, like you're not going to be able to just get your way all the time. And I feel like sometimes we feed into that. And I think our generation of parents may be the worst that there ever has been at that. So I think we all need a correction there. Mm-hmm. I know we are starting to do that. I mean, it's just my opinion.
Ours is out of convenience though. It's going to make it easier.
Right. But that's part of the family thing, right? Or the family dynamic. We're all doing what's best for each other as a collective unit. It isn't about one of us. And that happens at the dinner table too. Yeah. I don't know. So that's my answer. It wasn't really a good answer.
No, but I liked it. Moving on to couples.
Yeah, let's do a relationship time.
Let's do our deeper card.
Fun stuff.
It is, what do you spend the most time thinking about and why? I think I spend the most time thinking about house stuff, like how to make our home more homey, like things that I constantly want to fix in our house.
It's honestly what you think about the most?
Probably, or things that I'm not doing good enough in the house. Yeah.
Wow.
Like chores that need to be done.
Difference between men and women's situation here.
Holes that I've patched that I've not painted. Like, just go to the store and buy the damn paint, Emily. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's laundry going all the time. Like, how could I make that process faster?
I think this is very selfless and awesome.
The dishes, I wish I could stay on top of dishes. I wish I could keep the floor mopped.
Again, this is not all.
I want to make our house as automated as possible, but there's not a process for that all the time.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, very selfless things to be thinking about, but also not just your responsibility, just because you're the female in the household. So I understand that. Mm. Yeah, I don't know if I want to tell what mine is because I also
don't want my house to be like we have 3 dogs. I don't want you to walk into my house and know instantly that I had 3 dogs. Like, I'm always worried about it smelling like I have 3 dogs.
And as much as you think about this house, the end result would be it almost looks like nobody lives here.
I would love that.
Sure. A lot of thinking. But
there's just no possible way to have it look like nobody lives here. But I would love.
I don't know why you'd want that.
I don't know. It would bring so much calm.
Yeah, it would just be nice and cold and uninviting and not give the actual reality of what the world is. Or it would be nice and warm
and inviting because it's clean.
I mean, there's a difference between being clean and it not looking like it's ever been lived in. I hate giving off a perception of not being authentic and what the reality is. Reality is that I hate clutter. We have days. You're the most cluttered person I've ever met in my entire life. It's insane that you're even saying that. That's not true. That's not true. You don't hate it because if you hated it, you would not live in you create clutter when you clean.
Trying to organize the clutter.
I love you so much. It's nothing bad. It's not a knock. But when you clean, you make a mess.
I know.
It's insane. So
think of a new way to organize it.
How dare you say you hate clutter? You're insulting clutter.
Okay. What's your answer?
You're not going to like my answer.
Okay.
You want me to? I'll be honest.
Oh dear. Is it sex?
Yeah. I think about having sex with you probably more than I think about anything else during the day. It's the truth. What is wrong? I mean, I don't know. Good God. I mean, I'm a human being, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm not thinking about doing fucking dishes. I'm thinking about doing you. I don't know what's so bad about that. But when you said that question, I was like, I either have to really figure out how to posture an answer. And I mean, I could have came up with 50, but I'd rather just be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me thinking about other things? You're worried about plugging up holes. I'm worried about plugging holes.
Oh my God. You stop it.
You don't think about having sex at all during the day?
No.
Isn't that a problem?
Probably.
Okay. You're worried about clutter and I'm worried about laying you down and making sweet love to you.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Maybe we need to meet in the middle and I'll worry about some dishes and you worry about, I don't know, wood.
Well,
shout out Taylor Swift.
We can go in backwards order if you want.
No, we're good. I don't know. I don't know. I hope I'm not the only one that thinks that way. I can't be. Can't be. DoWeHaveTo.com. Do we have to crew? Well, and it doesn't matter if it's men or women. You let me know. You guys thinking about having sex with your spouse on a regular basis during the day? Is that one of the things that takes up a lot of space in your head? Or is it just a blank space? Let me know, DoWeHaveTo.com. Submit a question to the show. Submit a comment to the show. Subscribe to our newsletter that we're going to eventually have in the future once more people start subscribing. All those good things. But yeah, that's my answer.
All right. Well, speaking of things that are actually romantic, let's get into our main topic and break down these Taylor Swift songs.
Showtime.
Yeah.
Back to Taylor Swift, Life of a Showgirl. And as you know, almost the last few weeks, we had a watch along in between for a scary movie for the Halloween season, which I highly recommend you all listen to. Mm-hmm. We have been focused on the new release of Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift. And we have gone through tracks 1 through 6, and now we are starting on 7 through 9 today, which probably I would say, I shouldn't say probably, I would say are the most talked about, or at least one of the most talked about songs. But I think like in order of like a grouping of songs, to me, it's at least my favorite group of songs on the album, these next 3. Mm-hmm.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, and it has both of these have Emily and I's favorite, which I'll mention once we get to it. And I can't wait to hear Emily because I have not asked her. I specifically, because we were talking about this on the show, I have not asked her to divulge to me what her favorite song is, so I still don't know. I'm finding out along with the Do We Have to crew today. Yeah. So let's talk about track 7, my love.
Yeah.
Actually Romantic.
I really liked this song.
This is the one where it's like shit talking, right?
Yeah, a lot of people tie it back to Charlie XCX, which, it very well could, but to me, I just generalized it to almost anybody that constantly has something negative to say about her.
But they used to use this as an example. So Charlie XCX, has been talking a lot of shit about Taylor.
Yeah, and
taking up a lot of space in her mind.
She dated one of Taylor's exes.
So why do you think she doesn't like her because of that jealousy, or do you think he talked shit about her to her and then she's like, oh, I fucking hate that? It's got to be because they were just dating in general. It can't be the other way.
I don't know. I just think
you're dating the greatest generational talent as far as music comes in the world. I feel
also
like I'd
like
be a
jab, like, haha, I'm better than you. Like, he picked me over you kind of thing.
He doesn't have a
but
good
it's
look.
Like that,
Charlie.
That sign or that saying that says like live rent free. Like this is a nod to those people. Like the amount of negativity and energy and, all of that you're going to put into somebody and they have absolutely no clue, or they could care less. Like,
I think that's a point, right?
That's actually, that is romantic. And like in the music industry or any industry in the entertainment area, it's almost like there's no such thing as bad press. Like almost the negative press gets you more press. So it's like, how awesome you're putting me out there.
Yeah, you're marketing that person.
Like, thank you. Like you're giving me a little love note kind of thing. Like,
it's interesting you say that, because you're right. You're creating intrigue of like, blah, 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 this is associated with this song. And then people are, all the shit that you've been spewing that you think is going to hurt the other person. Number one, not only are they not even thinking about you.
Right.
But number two, then all you do is you're supporting, hyping up their music. Mm-hmm. I think that's a good lesson learned, right? Is the negative, you can control the only thing you can control is how you handle something.
Right.
And if you like somebody and if they don't have a meaning or value to you, why are you talking about them?
Right. It's like when she was on the podcast with Jason and Travis and was like, just because my name is in it or mentioned in it doesn't mean it's any of my business. And that her energy is expensive. Not anybody can afford it. Like, she is very thoughtful about what she speaks about, who she speaks about, all of that. Like, she is going to give you the energy she sees fit. And if you're just not worth it, she's not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
But you're wasting your energy and your time by talking about her when she could care less.
Yeah, Charlie, and I've been guilty of this too, and I think most of us have. I don't think Charlie's doing something that's unheard of. I think it's actually more difficult what Taylor's done, which is, if you're not anybody of importance or value to me, I'm not going to waste my time with it, other than I'll write some fucking banger songs about people that are doing it to me. Mm-hmm. we gotta put our time, energy, effort, and mental health into the positive things that we can control. When we're spewing, you know, all we're doing, we're a bunch of fucking Regina Georges and Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Like, you know, or not Mean Girls, or not Regina Georges. It's actually Taylor Swift's Regina George. She's like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah. What is it that they say, like, when you
lesson.
mock somebody, that's like the biggest form of flattery?
Well, it's just because you are, because there's an insecurity, and I'm guilty of doing this. And I think more human beings are guilty of doing this than not. So it's okay. But I think it's a lesson learned that, like, you're not doing any damage to the person by being shitty to them, especially if they haven't done anything to you. All you're doing is you're probably indirectly giving them some clout. Like in this situation, obviously, most of us don't have to worry about insulting a billionaire pop star. But nonetheless, you are giving an indicator that there is something you're insecure about that they're associated with. And even if they are giving their time or day of thinking about you, it's going to be in a way where it benefits them and not you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. I think it's
a dope ass song. Is this your favorite song?
No.
I love this. I just love the melody of the song. I like the lyrics, and I like that when somebody or a group of people do her wrong, instead of her like firing at them, she just uses it with a chip on her shoulder for creative energy.
Absolutely.
And if we could all figure out how to do that, take in everything everybody says. You want to talk shit on me? Oh, great. You don't think I can do this? Great. I love it. I love hearing that, because you know what? I'm putting it right here, and I'm just going to put all that energy I would be using to shit on you on social media or text you or fucking complain to somebody about you, and I'm going to focus it on the thing I enjoy doing. And then when I'm so successful that I don't even care about you anymore, that's when I've won, as opposed to finding something to shit on them about or looking for a failure they've made and then commenting on it, right?
Yeah.
It's a good example. And again, that's why I love this album. I think this is a really good life lesson out, not just for married couples, just for individuals in general living your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a great song. Yep. Yeah. How about track 8, Wish List?
Yeah, this one's a really sweet song.
You don't like it. I don't know why you don't like it. It breaks my heart.
No, I really love this song. I love this one because it is it's a breakdown of like personal and universal dreams. And I don't know, it just kind of gives like an insight to, on the outside looking in, she has everything, and on the inside looking out, she's missing the one thing that everybody looking at her has, which is that private, personal family life.
Was it you, and forgive me, because we've been married a long time, we've been together for a long time, but I did date other people. Did you, when we were first dating, did you have like a list of what you wanted in a partner and you put it under your pillow?
No.
Then it had been somebody else I dated. But it reminded me of that like idea of, you have this mindset about what you want in life, what you want in a partner, what you want in a family, what you want for how you live, where you live, what you want for a career, all those sorts of things. And you're kind of like trying to manifest those into reality. I mean, that's what I loved about this song.
She and Travis are very into manifesting.
Yeah, I think we all should be.
Which they've made very public about. And I love, so a lot of people are like, oh, she wrote this song after Travis proposed. Well, actually, no, she didn't.
Oh, she did not. Okay.
This album was completely finished. It was in post-production.
They showed it the day they got engaged, right? The album was in the cardboard.
It was in post-production, so there was no opportunity to add anything to it or do anything. And he proposed after this album was completely finished and done. I mean, I think
she knew he was going to propose to her, though. I'm sure they had those conversations.
This song was also the last song that was added to the album. And when they finished it and it was done, she said that this completed it. This is where she wanted to end adding to the album. That when she finished this song, the album was complete. Like, that was it for her. Which I also really liked. She's also stated that this is a dream about her happy place, and Travis is her person, and he makes her happy, and this is what her happy place and vision is.
Yeah, makes sense.
It also took me back to feel the way a Taylor Swift song makes me feel, if that makes any sense. Maybe other Swifties can understand that. The melody, the sound, like everything about it. it just, to me, this was like the most Taylor Swift song on the album in the best way for me. I also, it also made me really grateful because on any given day, it's like, I could say that I wish we were financially free. I wish we had better this or better that, or I wish we could do this. I wish we could do that. I wish I could go buy this or do this. Like, I wish all of these things, and they're all very materialistic.
Yeah.
But when the day is done, I am living something that she wants. I have kids and they all look just like you, and you are my happy place. You are my happy person.
Look just like me.
We have the basketball hoop on the driveway. We have a private personal life.
Yeah.
The world doesn't get in our business. They leave us alone. Like, everything that we do day to day, it's like that movie we watched the other night, Laundry and Taxes. Like, I would do this forever with you. And this is really everything that I could have ever dreamt of for our life. Do we have a lot of shit going on? Absolutely. Would all of those other things and trips and luxury and all of that make it better? Yeah. But would I ever be willing to sacrifice us for any of that? Absolutely not.
I love that you tied in everything, everywhere, all at once.
This song just made me feel really grateful in a way that I didn't expect it to make me feel.
But it's not your favorite.
This is my favorite.
This is your favorite. This is my favorite.
I know.
So I've been telling you there's this song my favorite this whole time, and you've been holding it against the vest that this is your favorite too.
Yeah. And
wow, I did not expect that. Okay.
Did you know that Taylor Swift on the press release shows or whatever that she's been doing, her press tour for this album?
I haven't really been able to keep up with it.
She also revealed that this
playoff
might
time, baby.
Be her favorite song as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And again, to your point, there's multiple reasons, there's multiple layers why, right? It's about the mindset and manifesting your things. I feel like also too, again, this album's about learning and growing. Like, what is meaningful? What is the things you want? Those do change and grow over time. And then you need to update or integrate how you're manifesting it, so you have the most healthy kind of vision of what you want. And that's clear that she's gone through all of these things. And then it kind of eventually ended with this list of things that are important to her and of value. And then you're manifesting it. It doesn't mean it just comes true exactly. It just gives you the opportunity, and they call it vibration or whatever. It just creates this energy. Your mind is a lot more powerful than you think. And it is scientifically proven. I mean, go out there and research it. Your ability of what you think and how you project does affect what you get. Yeah. It might not on an astronaut. I'm just thinking about wanting $1 million, so I'm going to have $1 million. But will there be other opportunities for you to make money? Maybe it's not $1 million. Absolutely. So you gotta think about it in a not such specific way, but in a mindset way of what's priority to you, what's of value, and what do you want to put your mental energy into. And what we were talking about in the last song, if you're putting in garbage and you're thinking garbage,
you're going to get garbage.
And the last time I checked, Charlie isn't a billionaire.
Well, she's not at the same level as Taylor. That's for
And why do you think that is?
I don't think
if you were using your mental energy to focus on yourself and your career and the things you want to go, I'm not saying she's not doing that in hers, but you can't be doing it 100% if you're worried about other people. You know what I mean? And we're all guilty of that. I'm not saying that like I'm telling you how to think. I'm saying as somebody who knows, I've spent plenty of time wasting time and energy on people that don't matter at the end of the day, whether it be at work or it be at, my personal, whether it be, somebody we know, I mean, it's just not worth it. And you're seeing life examples of what you can do when you're not doing that and what happens when you do.
Yeah. Yeah. I loved everything about this song.
So let's talk about the banger of all bangers, Yeah. But by the way, before we jump over that though, Emily just brushed lightly over the fact that we just watched an Academy Award Best Picture movie. And not only is it not Emily's cup of tea at all, because it talks about the multiverse.
Yeah.
There's an abundance of things happening. It's a little bit visually overwhelming at times. It's a little bit emotionally overwhelming at times. There's a lot happening in the middle, but I will highly recommend to the Do We Have to crew, go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once and wait till towards the end. There is a line that the husband, obviously, they're jumping into different versions of themselves across the multiverse, right? And one of those versions of herself is where she did not end up being with him. She told him she didn't want to be with him, and she went off and did her own thing. She became a big star. But sure enough, she has this big premiere and he's there, and they're interacting, and she's kind of like, I'm happier that I chose not to be with you. And his response was, even though you've broken my heart yet again, I wish in another life I was just doing laundry in Texas with you. Yeah.
Are you going to cry again?
I'm trying not to. It's the point though, right? It's just that, it's about how you approach and how you see the majority of life is in the mundane and in the things that we do every single day. It's not into the highlights. And if you found somebody that you want to grow and do that with, whether it's a relationship, like a romantic relationship, or it's friendships or whatever, it's such a huge thing to have that. And when I heard that, all I could think about was you. And, it just made me very thankful. And that's what I love about movies, because it can invoke thought like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the Taylor Swift album. Just like Wood.
Yeah.
Which is our final track that we're going to be talking about today. It's my favorite thing to talk about. I just love that this is, what I love about this song?
What?
Let's just start here. You have a relationship between two brothers. And I relate to them a lot because I'm an older brother like Jason is. Shout out New Heights. And Jason and Travis, and Connor is my younger brother. And I think there's a lot of similarities in their sense of, not as we are as people, but like similarities in things we've dealt with over our lives, where how I've had to interact with Connor as an older brother and how Connor's interacted with me as a younger brother. There's just similarities there. And there is nothing more. If I had Connor on a podcast and his wife Emma wrote a song about his dick, I would talk about it. And I would definitely do exactly what Jason did. So I highly recommend, we're a fan of the show, go and watch Jason talk to Travis about the song Wood. It is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And then also, like, that's what's just so great about all those guys. He makes fun of himself. So he's not only is he giving his brother a hard time about it, but then he refers to his penis as a Japanese maple, right?
Yeah,
Which is apparently a smaller tree. Obviously, it's not a redwood, right? And his wife, Kylie, then puts that on one of her social medias that she loves Japanese maples. A song invoked all of that.
Yeah.
And so
it was pretty funny.
You're listening to a song about, yes, if you break it down, yes, what it is. But then you're also seeing these positive things happen from a brother relationship. You're seeing these positive things happen from a marriage where we're celebrating things about ourselves, our insecurities, and showing that we love each other.
Yeah.
Let's hear about Wood, babe. What do you got on Wood? What does the research say about Wood?
So Taylor was on Jimmy Fallon, and she said that she really just wanted to do a really fun throwback sound.
Right.
That it started out really innocent to be about superstitions, but it quickly evolved to
into a penis song,
an innuendo, very risque song. She said she has no clue how she got there, but she loves the song.
Some of the best things happen that way.
But I did research on redwoods because
have you seen it? Have you been around a redwood? They're huge.
I've never been around one, but
you could drive a car through them if they were hollowed out at the bottom.
I know a lot. Like, I know how large they are and like how, you go
out to the
big
Pacific Northwest. They're out there all over the place.
I would love to go see the redwood, in the forest and stuff.
Yeah.
But I found out that redwoods, not only are they known for their strength and stability, but they are also used to make guitars.
Oh, cool. So like his penis is helping her make music?
No.
Well, it is in this case.
I guess.
I love this. These are some good
ironic.
Easter eggs. So you're saying that literally Travis is injecting music into her.
Okay, I can't go there. So they're used mostly for the face of the guitar, like where the strings are and like that, where they make the hollow part of it. So they are some of the tallest trees. Most of them go up to 300, if not higher, feet. But they provide some of the most acoustic sounds for musicians.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
So you use different types of wood to get different sounds, and redwoods give you more of like the more authentic acoustic sound.
I love that you've dug into this more. I would never have thought about that. I really hope that that's part of the symbolization that's associated with this song. And I'm sure, knowing her, that it probably does potentially have something to do with it. That's fucking
probably
dope.
I also found out that they are said to be bridges between worlds. So they are the connection between heaven and earth.
Nice.
And that they hold endurance and assurance. And the superstition of knock on wood was to keep the spirits from hearing negative things or things you didn't want them to hear, or
Nice.
it was also meant to get their attention, to hear your prayers, to hear your wishes.
Which, knock on wood, not trying to interrupt you, and I'm sure I'll get comments about this, but, just because not everybody necessarily listens to every fucking lyric of Taylor Swift. So, we're doing a television show, we're doing a radio show here, so want to make sure everybody understands. Knock on wood is a lyric in the song.
Yes. And she says that I ain't got to knock on wood, meaning she knows like this wish is already coming true. So like she knows that she's already been assured and she already has the stability. And like essentially Travis is, her version of the redwood.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The strength and everything like that. So like how we have the evergreens, like you're my evergreen, like you're always there for me. Travis is
Emily and I had that.
redwood. Yep. And then I didn't figure this one out on my own, but I do have to give out some shouts to some of the major Swifties out there. You guys all found out that the song is 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. Who
can you tell me who?
No, this theory was put out there by a whole bunch of different people online.
So
song's
I don't 2 minutes 30 seconds long. Okay.
Or I don't have actual names of people.
Got it. Okay.
But it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which also makes so you combine 2 minutes and 30 seconds into 230. You change that to milliliters or millimeters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yep.
And 230 millimeters equals 9 inches. Wood is number 9 on the track list. So, ladies, fans of Travis Kelce, take that for what you want.
So what would be 6 inches hard then? Because that would be the name of my song.
Japanese maple. I don't know.
I don't even know if that's Japanese maple.
I have no idea.
Chia pet.
I don't know, but I love this song. Something so innocent turned out to be like one of her most, dirtiest songs.
I love that we're talking about this dirty song and our dryer's going off in the background.
Yeah, that laundry that I keep thinking about. I just love it. I think it's hilarious. I think you can't really help but laugh, and good for her. Like
most Taylor Swift songs too, it's like, initially, I love the fact that we could just talk about Travis's, you could hear Travis and Jason talk about the song because it's related to Travis' penis, but then there's all these more encompassing, truly authentic layers potentially to the song that really are profoundly encompass much more than just the physical side of the relationship. It encompasses the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, whatever you want to take with it, but that all encompassing destiny type of love that they seem to have. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And in 1 minute, 13 seconds in to the song, apparently you can also hear a creaking door. I had to go back and really listen for it because I didn't catch it.
How far into the song again?
I'm sorry. Minute and 13 seconds.
You can hear a creaking door.
On the sound of a creaking door.
And what's that?
And people are saying that it is a look into the mature, being more intimate in the showgirl facade kind of thing. Like she's taking you into the bedroom per se, which technically I guess she did. So
sure. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just think it's awesome. I think it's a great song. And the fact is that the fact that there's more to it too than just what's on the surface. I mean, if it was just on the surface, it's a dope ass song anyway, but knowing all those additional components to it, I think is amazing.
Yeah.
They're just, I don't know. It's just been I know it's gotten some flack, the album itself, but I feel like that's just a rite of passage for being a Taylor Swift album. I think this is one of her best.
Yeah.
And this is definitely, I'd probably say if you were going to because we're going in rows of 3, on this, and obviously we're getting ready to end this process with the remaining ones. Don't hurry me. I don't want your finger wagging at me.
Sorry.
I will talk as much as I want. But I think these remaining 3, it's sad that we're going to be done talking about this album here soon. But yeah, no, a great set of songs. I love that we both have the same favorite song. That's dope. But yeah, no. And Do We Have to Crew, again, youtube.com/@DoWeHaveToAMarriagePodcast, DoWeHaveTo.com. Tell us what your thoughts are on these tracks. Let us know if we left, I'm sure we did. We're not experts. We just love talking about it. Tell us the Easter eggs we left out. Tell us if you have any other perceptions or thoughts or theories about these 3 tracks. Let us know. We'll talk about it on the next show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Emily, I know normally we're talking about, our Peloton team. I didn't get the top 20. So what I'll do is our Peloton Do We Have To crew, forgive us. I just didn't. Life has happened. I didn't take the time to, and I could have. So I'm not going to be like, I just didn't have time. I'm so busy and important. I didn't take the time to be mindful and thoughtful enough to get the top 20. So what I will do, I will rectify that. I will put out on all of our socials. I will take snapshots of our top 20 as it is today, and I will put it on every one of our socials, and I'll tag Peloton, and I'll let the wonderful Do We Have To crew on our Peloton team know. And can you tell Em, the Do We Have To crew just in general, if you're interested in joining our Peloton team or following Emily and I in Peloton, which doesn't require you have to have a bike or a treadmill, you can just have the app. Matter of fact, I'll put on our social as well. We have the ability now to give out free trials for Peloton. I think it's for 3 months free, which is like $120 worth of Peloton. It's like $132 worth of Peloton. We can provide that out. So you can, I'll put that link out there on our socials. Go out, grab it. And Emily, if you don't mind, tell them all of our socials and our Peloton deal.
You can go to our website at www.dowehaveto.com. On Peloton, use the team Do We Have To crew. You can follow Sean at Do We Have To Pod KC. And I am Emily _
Always got to be difficult.
_KC.
A lot of underscores.
I'm sorry. YouTube is again youtube.com/@DoWeHaveToAMarriagePodcast. Instagram, Facebook, and Threads is @do.we.have.to. Twitter is @DoWeHaveToPod, and TikTok is @DoWeHaveToAMarriagePod.
And keep in mind, we don't make any money for this show.
Sure don't.
Anytime we bring up somebody like Peloton, we've been using Peloton because it's been a part of our weight loss journey. Emily and I, we were both several years ago. I was 216 pounds or 200 some odd pounds heavier. Emily was almost 200 pounds heavier. And we've utilized Peloton. So that's been something we're using as a tool. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, not, but we don't make any money off it.
Peloton,
but
though,
the cool thing
if
is,
you're listening,
we
could use a sponsor.
Well, it's
and
cool
we would love a treadmill.
It's cool that Peloton has given us the opportunity to give out free trials. I mean, I think that's awesome. And I think everybody, it'll track your weight training. It can track your time on there. And the thing is that then we as a team, we all every week have that time we're taking to work out. We celebrate that because there is a top 20. Yeah. And we have well over enough crew now where making the top 20 is a celebratory thing. We have a lot of folks that are doing it every week. So come and join our crew. And Emily and I are planning on some upcoming episodes. We'll get through Taylor Swift. We're going to really start diving into our weight loss journey and giving you guys an insight on what it was like to get weight loss surgery, what it's like to take.
Affects being a couple.
From the beginning to the very end of where we are now and where we're going. What is it like to take medicines for weight loss? We've done it all. So we're going to really unfold the curtain and let you guys know and see everything is. So if it's something of interest or of value to you, or you want to know how that works, we're going to tell what our experience is of that.
Yeah.
Emily, final thoughts on today's show. Taylor Swift tracks 7 through 9, our 90s nostalgia. Let's Get Deep cards, our first ever family card. What do you think, babe? What do we have for the Do We Have To crew?
I recommend that everybody go make your absolute wish list. Yesterday was 11/11, so it's a lucky day yesterday. So start manifesting what you really, really want in life.
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off you on that. I think you want to take a message away from this as far as for your marriage, your relationships, yourself. It is really a lot of what we do. A lot of the things that are negatively happening to us, 99% of it, this is my opinion, 99% of it is self-inflicted. Meaning we're thinking it the wrong way. We're focusing our energy on the wrong things. And those, stop wagging that finger at me. I will talk for 5 more minutes if I need to.
You're going to go on a soapbox.
I'm not going to go on a soapbox. I'm just saying it really is. We have a lot more control than we give ourselves credit for. And we need to then collectively, together, I think the best thing we can do is just focus on what we can control, focus on the positive, and really envision where we want to go and put our mental energy into that.
Yeah.
And while we're doing that, make sure we're not being an asshole. I love you, Rosebud.
I love you too, Doc.
Wake up, I'm about to shake up every little thing, show you all that we can be. Come dance in my club.